Hey friends, we've got time for a small thrift haul. Sue had an appointment, doctor's appointment yesterday, and as we always try to do, we hit a couple of thrift stores while we're out. So I found a little batch of goodies that I wanted to share with you. First off, let me just show you this. I thought it was a band instrument case. It's real leather, and it had those initials on it. And do you see what I paid? $5. But when I opened it up, I could see advertising stuff in it. And I guess it's plumbing. I don't know. Stopper head assembly procedure. Maybe this was a case like a salesman that went around to hardware stores and demonstrated this new product to see if hardware stores would want to purchase and stock it, you know. I mean, if you have ever heard of such a thing, Roto-Lock. My back door is open and I don't have any idea. I've never heard that sound in my life. Why? It sounds like a tugboat. We're absolutely nowhere near a river. Well, we're about 15 minutes down the road is Gunnersville and the Tennessee River, but not in my house, so I don't know what that was. Okay, but if you can see, I've got just one of those magnetic, flimsy little cloth screens over my back door, and whenever the weather is pretty enough, I love to have the door open. Of course, the dogs love it because they can just freely come in and out at their free will. So I've got one on the front door and one on the back door. But I tell you what I'm doing. I'm looking carefully, watching Facebook Marketplace and anywhere else I can think of to find. I want an old vintage screen door, like a wooden, little bit ornate, not extremely all the way Victorian. Now Ella, don't walk straight across my tripod. Sorry, she'll probably do that 3 more times at least while I'm filming. But that's what I really want for the front door and back door, but front door for sure. I would love that because the screen situation came from Aldi last summer, and I only paid maybe $10 for it was a box that had 2 screens in it. So, you know, it serves the purpose sort of, and the dogs do love being able to go in and out as they wish. They're just delighted with that. They think that's the best thing that ever happened. Okay, but I realized after I got my suitcases stacked up that the book suitcase is so heavy on top of the suitcase on bottom that has the children's coloring books. It's not easy to get into. So I'll store something else in the bottom and I'll put their coloring books in this one for sure. And I did find a couple more puzzles. I might just keep the puzzles down there and get whatever big hulking man of a man is nearby to move. She's drinking water. She's okay. I'll get a man to, or I could put some of the books into something else so that suitcase isn't so heavy. But it's quite heavy with all those books in it. It's quite heavy. Okay. Anytime I'm shopping, I'm willing to find stuff. This has a Marshall's tag on it, and it says squiggle tumbler, borosilicate glass. I don't know, but it's brand new with tags, and even the little straw is glass. And I thought that was so precious. I can't tell what the price was from Marshall's. But I love a cup with a lid on it so that I don't have to worry about, you know, I can't stand to be outside with a drink and a fly land anywhere around. Okay, now we're having a drag race outside. None of this happens till I start recording. And then it's like, oh, you want us to make the best noise and the biggest noise we can? Gotcha. No problem. What is that? Hold my beer? Okay. This little precious tea set for $2.98 for my little grandbabies. They love to play with the real porcelain. See the kitty cat on there? That's so cute. And the plates have it too. There's no cups with it. It's just a creamer, a sugar, 4 plates, and the teapot. And I don't know where the cups are, but we've got other cups. I have another little set of inexpensive ceramic, you know. The heaviness and the clinking, that's very attractive, very appealing to my little girls, ages 5 and almost 4. They think that that's the best thing ever. And when they were here a couple of days ago, Wednesday, they spent a good big afternoon till bedtime with me. Just the girls stayed that long. And they took out all these. Why did I not take a picture of it? I was getting tired. They took out all of these, and the first thing I know, they had opened maybe, 10 packs of gummy snacks, little individually wrapped packs. And they were having a tea party. I said, oh, girlies, don't eat all those. Make your tummy hurt. But they know they have access to particular snacks at my house, and they had access to that. Didn't say a word or even bother me whatsoever. They just took right care of their own needs for their tea party, and they had it all spread out. I should have taken a picture. It was adorable. They also went into my craft room and were delighted to see my workbench there with the brown paper over it, and immediately found my glass jar that had the colored pencils in it. And I said, okay, I said, this brown paper is very wrinkled up and has paint on it. I said, let me get you a fresh piece. So I spread them out a fresh piece of brown paper, and they spent a happy half hour in there. They were probably touching every other thing in that room. I could hear them giggling. They were probably doing all kinds of things, but they're old enough that I didn't think they would hurt themselves on anything. All right. Are these snuff jars? I've seen them called snuff jars, but for 98 cents each. I knew they needed to come live at my house. Isn't that sweet? What did I pay for this one? Who can remember? $2? I'm not particularly convinced that it's very, very old, but it's pretty old. I thought that was a bubble, but I'm not sure if it's a bubble or not. You know, any kind of old glass that has bubbles in it, that's a good indicator. No, I think it's just a part of the design. And oh, and there's a seam, so that would tell me it's not hand blown. But if you find old glass, like an old blue mason jar that has bubbles in the glass randomly, that means it's been hand blown, like with a glass pipe in somebody's own breath, you know, own blowing. So those are, I have a few of those, and I'm excited when I find old glass with bubbles in it. But this will be perfect for, I don't know, little stuff. I just keep things like this on my kitchen counter. I don't know if I'm brave enough to show you my actual kitchen counter because it's cluttered all the time. And the boys love to cook, but if they get a spice or anything out to cook, it does not occur to them to put that spice back where it goes. I can say it to them every single time, and it's like their mind focus just won't grab it, won't do it. This little, it's got a rolling switch, a $2 short lamp. And I'll tell you what these short lamps are really perfect for, and I'm probably going to do it in my kitchen on the other side. I have some, you can either have, you know, if you have a modern kitchen, you can have lights built into the underneath of your upper cabinets, and it lights up your counter space nicely. But this house was built in 1972, and I still have my original cabinets. They're just, you know, they're just hanging in there. And you know, and I also still have my original 1972 yellow counters that I don't hate. At first, when we moved in, I moved from a house that had a brand new kitchen. We had built that house, and when we moved into this house, I was like, oh, we'll rip this kitchen out, you know, pretty soon. Well, that was in 1999, and here we are. I've just used it all this time, and we've always opted to do some other kind of project instead of ripping out the cabinets and countertops. But anyway, to put these will fit on your counter under a short little lamp, will fit under your upper cabinets, and with a little small shade of some kind and a little bulb that's not a very high wattage, it makes the warmest, most cozy, inviting kind of light in the dark spaces, the dark corners of your kitchen. And that's exactly what's going to happen to this one, I do believe. Right now, I'm using a little, you know, those candles that you would sit it in your window at Christmas time. And they're just a plug-in. They make them battery operated, but plug-in is always better to me because I really hate going through batteries like a madman. I burn through batteries, you don't know. So I like to find things that are plug-in, and they make the cutest little lamps because, you know, the little tiny lampshades that would fit on a chandelier, they're perfect for those. And that makes a great little accent light on top of a china cabinet or up high on a shelf or in a little small unexpected place. I love to do that. So that's very exciting. And I guess I will also share with you, these are not vintage or anything, but these I just happened to find, let's see, little Blowfish brand shoes for my granddaughter, my older granddaughter, I think. This says size 10, and I think that's her size, but it's close. And she's got a little sister right behind her. If I miss it for the big sister, the little sister will catch it at some point. Okay, now these are so funny. I saw these advertised one time, and I thought, you know, I really would like to try a pair of those. They came from, the tag says, how do you pronounce it? S-H-E-I-N. Shine? I don't know. Shine Curve. So this is, you know, obviously big enough for my not skinny size. And they're soft pants that are made, they're made kind of like a wrap skirt, but they are open so that they would be cooler. Now I'll have to try these on because if this opens and exposes my whole entire leg, we'll have to be making a little stitches to tack that down or do some kind of something. But I'll let you know. I'll have to get back to you on that. I haven't tried them on or anything. So that's a fun thrift haul, and I'm happy to see that all of you are loving the little series I'm doing, or big series. I almost missed the chair. A series on cottagecore thrift flips. So I've got episodes 1 and 2 are out there, and you're commenting, and please always comment on my videos because I make it my goal to reply to every single comment. If I've ever missed one, I'm sorry. I didn't know I missed it because I really do try, because I like to reply to comments. So always check later and see if I replied to your comment, because I probably did. And if I didn't, comment on the the underneath part of that comment, on the reply part, you reply and say, hey, you missed one, because I'll think that's funny. I'll know that you watched this video. So I'm working on episode 3 of the cottagecore thrift flips, and I have so many cute ideas. Here's the way my mind works. If I see something randomly in the world, or Pinterest is a never-ending wealth of good ideas. If I see something, I will snap a little picture of it or save an image, and then I go to my notes app in my phone, and I have a little collection. At all times I'll have a collection of things that I would like to do on a thrift flip video. And I had so many ideas for the cottagecore thrift flip. I think I'm up to 35. I'm numbering them as I go, and then I'll put a little check mark beside the ones that I've already done. I would remember which ones I've done, but I love lists, and I love to check them off or mark through them. There's something that heals my soul to see a list of things and then to see them marked off. Why does that matter? I don't know, but I can get twice as much stuff done if I write it down and then have the satisfaction of marking it off. And if I've got a list going, I might even write down something I did an hour ago that wasn't on the list. I'll write it down and mark it off because it gives me such a accomplished feeling to see, oh, I did that. I did this and I did that. Okay, good day. I was productive, because I haven't always felt productive. You know, I deal with autoimmune issues, but I have a new doctor, new meds, feeling better, feeling so encouraged. So, you know, I'm getting while the getting's good, as far as doing lots of things and cleaning up my house and getting things in order from my daughter and her little family having moved out about a month ago. Well, the Easter weekend is when they moved out. And, you know, it takes a while to get things back in gear, to get things, when they moved out, we were literally moving furniture back into those rooms and spaces. And that takes a little time. So I'll try to do a decorate with me soon, and I've got plans for just how to style thrifted vintage things in your home. So I've got some video ideas that are in the works and coming soon, and give me your ideas of things that you would like to see. And if there's an area of my home or my life that you are curious about and haven't seen before, maybe I would be brave enough to share with you on a video. Maybe not, because you know, obviously I'm not going to show the absolute worst places in my home or in my yard or property. But you know, if you zoom in on things, you'll probably see some dust somewhere. I'm not the greatest housekeeper. I'm too busy crafting. I know how. My mother is an excellent housekeeper. Clean, you could eat off her floors. I'm not sure what happened to me. I think I had so many kids in a row. Jesus. Well, on that note, I'll catch you next time. I love all of you. I don't know what she's even barking at. You know, a squirrel. It's a very big dog. Okay, Ella, come back inside. I don't know whose dog. I've never seen that dog. It looks cute. I mean, but it's huge. Ella. Oh, she's chasing. Ella. Okay. Now, Ella, she thinks it's way bigger. Let me see if I can catch this. You took care of us. Come on. You didn't have to kill anybody. That dog didn't do a thing. It just came through. It just walked through. Oh, that scared the bejeezers out of me. But all is well. We're fine. And I want to thank all of you for such encouragement and lovely things to say. You are good people. Y'all are just good people, good friends, and I'm glad to know you. And I do continue to pray that God would surprise you and delight you in ways that He has never done before.